Hey, I'm Tom George from A Precise Home Inspection in Colorado. At A Precise Home Inspection, we protect and educate home buyers, but here at our channel, we like to educate home buyers, home sellers, realtors, home inspectors, and anybody who wants to learn about homes. Let's get started on today's video. In today's video, we're going to talk about carbon monoxide alarms, specifically about where they're required during a real estate transaction of a residential property. Where they're required and where they're recommended are two very different things. There's a lot of online sources and just resources everywhere that will recommend where they should be, but we want to focus on where they're actually required to be by the sellers during a real estate transaction. All right, so I'm going to use my notes because this is a lot to talk about. But in 2009, Governor Bill Ritter signed into law Colorado House 1091. This bill applies to every home that is sold, remodeled, repaired, or rented. And it states that if the home has an attached garage, if it's heated with fossil fuel, if it has a fuel-fired appliance, or if it has a fireplace of any kind, that it is required to have a carbon monoxide alarm or a CO alarm. So I don't think that there are any homes in Colorado that don't meet these requirements or that aren't required to follow this. What I mean by that is most homes in Colorado have a forced air furnace or they have an attached garage. So that right there alone is going to make most homes have to abide by this. So I can think of a couple homes that we've inspected that were deep in the mountains where there was no gas line ran to those houses, so they were all electric. They had the primary heat source was electric baseboard heaters, and there was no attached garage. So it would almost not apply to these houses, but they still have a pellet stove or a wood burning fireplace for secondary heat, a secondary heat source or supplemental heat, so it would still apply to them. So I don't think there's a house out there that this would not apply. Now that we've talked about who the law applies to, now let's talk about where they're actually required to be, again, during a real estate transaction of a residential property. There's a lot of misconceptions out there that you have to have one on every floor, you have to have one outside the mechanical room, etc. Now, those are great recommendations, but again, we're focused on requirements. They're not required to be one on every floor, they're not required to be outside the mechanical room. They are required to be within 15 feet of every bedroom. That is the requirement. So if there are 4 bedrooms on one floor and you can place a CO alarm in the hallway outside the bedrooms and it is within 15 feet of every bedroom, then that's okay. But let's say there's 3 bedrooms at one end of the hallway and there's one bedroom, the master, that's on the far side of the hallway. Well, if putting one in the between isn't within 15 feet of all, then it may require a second one. So the bill actually says that they're required within 15 feet of every room, and then in parentheses it says, or in any location otherwise specified by a state or local building code. So we did a little digging just to clarify this, and it says in Chapter 9 of the International Building Code, it states that where a fuel burning appliance is located within a bedroom or its attached bathroom, a carbon monoxide detection shall be installed within the bedroom. So I'm bringing that up because we do a lot of new build inspections where there's a master bathroom and a master bedroom, and a lot of times it's a double-sided fireplace, a gas fireplace in between the two, so you can see through from the bedroom to the bathroom. So according to that, you do have to have a CO alarm in the bedroom. Now, what we always see is that they have a smoke alarm in the bedroom, and then they have a combination smoke and CO alarm in the hallway outside. But when you think about it, if a occupant sleeps in that room with the door closed and there's a problem with the fireplace, the CO alarm out in the hallway with the door closed isn't going to be very effective. So for that reason, they require a CO alarm in the bedroom if there's a gas fireplace in the bedroom or in its attached bathroom. This is an easy fix. We typically just recommend taking down the smoke alarm in the bedroom and replacing it with a combo. That's a very easy and simple fix to this, but an important one. All right, so to summarize, in the state of Colorado, during a real estate transaction of a residential property, basically everybody needs to install CO alarms by law. and they're required within 15 feet of every bedroom. And if there's a gas-fired appliance like a fireplace inside the bedroom or in an attached bathroom, there does need to be a sale alarm in that bedroom. So I'm Tom with A Precise Home Inspection. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a like and maybe consider subscribing. That way you'll be notified anytime we post future content. And I hope to see you next time. Again, thanks for watching. I'm Tom George with A Precise Home Inspection. Now that we've talked about have one outside your mechanical room, etc. Yeah, that sounded weird. Etc. Colorado House Bill 1091. Oh, this one's going to be really hard to get through. I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to say.